This is Diana.
Hey, Diana, this is Kevin Interdonato. How you doing?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Good. Thanks for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. We appreciate your time. I was just blown away by the movie Bad Frank, so I was wicked excited to be able to talk to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, so we're going to jump right into it here. Congratulations on all the awards and the nominations and everything else that's going so right for the movie. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, it does. For something that has such a low budget to compete with the big studio films at that level on VOD and everything, it's pretty few and far between. It's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. When you did your first read-through, when you had the script in your hand for the first time, did it really feel like this was something really special, or did it kind of evolve that way as everyone worked together on it?
Good question. It kind of evolved. When I first I got approached by the director and the other producer, Tony Germanario and Brandon Heitkamp, to play the part. The script wasn't ready at that time, so it was pretty much a storyline and I guess just like a character description. And I did feel instantly connected to the role just upon them talking, and they were great guys. I worked with them in a small part a couple years prior, so I was in. I got involved in writing the script a little bit and the production as well, and everybody brought in someone that they knew. So it was such a low budget, and I guess it was just kind of like, it felt like an all-star team.
Nice.
Because there was only a few people, and everyone just hit home runs. The crew guys, the cameraman, not only the actors, the editor, everyone just hit out of the park. So it was really nice. A little magic came together, and it just kind of came to what it is.
So tell us about your character, Frank.
Sure. Frank is Frank is a what seems to be a normal guy. He has a severe mental illness, and the illness is intermittent explosive disorder, which is a type of impulse control disorder. So it's the kind of guy that you really have to understand exactly what his diagnosis is and what he is in order to play him. So I dug in pretty deep and right down to the type of medication he takes, the dosage, and obviously the withdrawals that happen when you stop cold turkey. So he's an interesting cat who I kind of, playing him is different. Diana, it wasn't just, watching a character like that is different than playing someone because I had to know him inside and out. So I guess I kind of saw him as a victim of circumstance and misdiagnosis or being undiagnosed for a long time. So, unfortunately in the story, he goes off his medication. At the same time, some crazy shit happens to him, and some things are taken from him. I don't want to give anything away. And the animal came out.
So while you were, writing the script and getting deeper and deeper into the psychosis that is, Frank's world, how did you prepare? Did you have somebody in mind you were kind of mirroring them, or is it something that you just kind of put together in your head how you thought he would be?
I just kind of put it together myself, but there was something that kind of clicked with me, and I think that's why I related to it. Right in the very beginning, the director mentioned this guy that had a bad bone, and there was something about just that term. I know everyone grew up with someone in their life that you might have known well or not that just was a bad kid, he had a bad bone in him or whatnot. And it really interested me, like, what that meant. What exactly does that mean? So that aspect was just, was something that I hankered on, and I really didn't have anything to pull from, in my life that I knew someone that well. So I just kind of had to put myself in that circumstance,
Right. Well, and there was so much in the movie that helped to draw it out too. So, it was wonderful the way that they made it because you weren't on your own with that kind of character. So, what do you see any of yourself in Frank?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of bring yourself to whatever you play, like certain elements. You never know what happens when you put yourself in certain positions, and I think that's why acting is such an incredible therapeutic kind of, you know, for lack of better words, fun experience sometimes when you get to live out certain situations, because it brings these primal things out of you. Do I act like Frank? No, I think I'm a happy guy, you know. But you know, I don't want to think that you're talking to some wacko here. I'm not.
Right.
But you know, there are parts that you have to tap into and just kind of capitalize on for certain things when you're playing a role.
So what was it like to work with Ray Boom Boom Mancini? Did you have much interaction with him? Because that was just off the chart awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Ray. I mean, I felt the same way that you just spoke of. I known Ray for about 15 years.
Wow.
So when the time came, I saw there was a role for the father, and it was an important role. You know, if that role of the father was not in the script, there was no way that anyone can see any kind of sympathy for Frank. There was no vulnerability there. If that aspect wasn't there, he would just be a straight up monster. So it was very important that we got someone, you know, that not only looked like me, which Ray does, it's insane, but could play the part. And I knew he could do it. So we spoke, I called him up, and he was in before he got the script. He was like, Kev, let's do it. So I said, all right.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. God. So one last question for you, and I'll let you go. With the way that the movie ended, it really left a lot of things. It closed a lot of loops. That's what I just loved about it. The movie was just so wrapped around itself. But the ending still left a little bit out there. Is there any room for possibly doing a Bad Frank 2, or are we just going to do a one-hit quitter?
I don't know. You know, there's that was mentioned a few times. Someone even mentioned like a prequel to see what it was like beforehand.
Oh, cool.
I'm up for it, obviously, but you know, the cards just have to be there. And the director's working on another film right now. I have a couple of things lined up myself, but if it's in demand and enough people are asking for it, I think that you know, there's room for anything. So I'd be down.
Right on. All right, Kevin. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, as soon as we get everything, you know, online, we'll send you all the link. And it was good.
That's cool. Well, thanks for watching, Diane. I appreciate it. And thanks for the time.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, man.
You too.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Later.